Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces November 3, 2022. Today's transits encourage a gentle but productive pace. You want to heal, replenish, and build your strength, but idling is not your current plan. In fact, you can find it soothing to do constructive things, even if you start small. It's a good day for special attention to home and family, your support system, and personal matters. You seem to have more patience or determination on which to draw in these areas. As you straighten out your home environment, improved inner clarity can result. Taking steady steps towards achieving a practical goal feels most rewarding right now. As mighty Jupiter, our great benefic, continues his backslide within the cosmos, you'll feel especially nostalgic. This is because he is swimming in a fellow sign, and is encouraging you to review your heart's desires. Now would be an ideal time to find any scars or trauma around your personal or romantic life holding you back from living purely in alignment with what makes you happy. If you'd like to discuss forgiveness with someone, you could be in luck. Don't wait for them to steer the sails, though. You must be the one who takes the lead. What do you need? Sometimes, your fixed nature can lead to being a little bit of a control freak, especially if you are struggling to see your work and life balance or workspace in a different light. But the first quarter moon in Aquarius might be your cosmic cue to take a leap of faith with something unconventional or atypical from your usual norm. Be open to trying out a unique schedule that accounts for time at home, with family, with friends, or making incredible progress with your career path. Unorthodox schedules or workplaces can be rewarding. At the same time that you are adjusting to Jupiter's departure from your work sector last week, Venus is just 2 weeks away from your income sector. It is what has already been invested on the job front that will give income potential something to build on from, though on both fronts there is a call for a wait-and-see approach. Whether you can feel it consciously or not, you are enjoying great sensitivity now, and you will be able to reach others in profound ways emotionally. You may not feel like using this sensitivity for anything too complicated, just giving and receiving with greater awareness is a lot in itself. You must pay serious attention to your health and wellness though if you really want this energy to come through. Exercise is critical, as is nutrition. It's a one day, and new opportunities are out there just waiting for you to snap them up. It's the perfect time to consider new investments, business prospects, or career changes. As long as they offer some amount of promise for more money in your life, you're apt to be pleased with your choices. On the status level, if you think it's high time for a promotion, sit down and talk it over with the powers that be. Don't hold back today. Prepare by making a list of the reasons why you have earned the position you want. 10 days into your birthday month and new solar year, you have already experienced an eclipsing new moon, and Mercury's return to Scorpio over the weekend means that you now have heart and mind on the same page. Until she leaves in 2 weeks, Venus will stay in the lead, with the Sun and Mercury following in her footsteps. This allows your heart to not only lead the way but to focus more on the what, knowing that the Sun and Mercury, following behind, can help you focus on the when, where, and how. After just 10 days in Scorpio, Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 2 weeks here, but with the best not only still to come but just around the corner. The moon will return to your romantic sector tomorrow for its first visit since Jupiter returned, and with Venus drawing closer to a friendly aspect to him and dreamy Neptune, things are set to become a lot more romantically charged. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings many elements of surprise as the Scorpio Sun squares off with the Aquarius Moon. This can cause some upheaval on numerous levels, especially in relationships. The theme of the day centers around partnerships and those who mirror us on a soul level. The Scorpio influence commands us to dive deep into our psychological wounds, and the second quarter moon washing through Aquarius helps purge them. There is a feeling of being supported on an emotional level, despite how vulnerable the healing process makes us feel. You are not alone, even if it feels at times like you're the only one in the room. Saturn in authoritarian Aquarius doesn't let up on you mentally. There could be many challenges that require careful analysis. In fact, you could be way too hard on yourself now, because the cosmos encourages you to weigh every situation, making it tough to make any decisions. Remember that you know what's best for you. Especially as the magnetic Sun-Moon square kicks up the dust and sends you in a totally different direction. Be prepared for some unexpected news that could have you jumping into new experiences almost instantly. In a case of perfect timing, the Moon not only returns for its first visit to your relationship sector since Jupiter retrograde back in for a rare double-dip visit but straight into a friendly aspect to Mercury, just days after the planet of communications returned to your communication sector. Mercury has joined the Sun and Venus, who have already begun a mission to get the communication lines open and especially on the relationship front. This is the start of a partnership between the communication and relationship gods that will deepen over the coming days and weeks. The Moon not only returns for its first visit to your relationship sector since Jupiter's return last week but straight into a friendly aspect to Mercury, just days after the planet's return to your communication sector. This is just a taste of things to come, with some defining days and weeks coming up on the communication and relationship fronts. In the morning, the Moon squares off with Venus, making it difficult to negotiate our needs and desires. On the one hand, we're inclined to group settings now. Under the Aquarius Moon, we benefit from drama-free experiences with friends who stretch our minds but don't force us too far into emotional territory. On the other hand, Venus in Scorpio pitches us into the deep end of the relational pool, where intimacy is a given. We may struggle between the urge to keep things light and the compulsion to steamroll another's boundaries. Reconciling these two extremes can get a bit dicey. Yet, it may also make us aware that certain relationships aren't as simple and straightforward as we initially presumed them to be. Following this, the Moon sextiles Chiron in Aries, smoothing over some of the tension prompted by the Moon-Venus square. We may now realize that challenges we face with friends, family members, or partners are indicative of history repeating. We are encouraged to retrace old footsteps and to course-correct regrettable past behaviors. In this way, uncomfortable moments serve as opportunities for healing.